is a little coconut hide. How fun is that? Good morning, Reptilians. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle and this is Elle's Reptiles. It's me! It has been a little bit, but here I am. So, before we get to... Oh, my hair is so stringy, just got out of the shower. Today, I'm super excited since the holidays are coming up. We are going to do another video in the sort of series that I was doing a couple of years ago, and I just kind of stopped doing it, so sorry. Of basically going to different places and shopping reptile supplies. Today we're going to be looking at a store that is long overdue. They are one of my favorites. We're going to be looking at Chewy. I have already received, we're kind of in the future from the beginning of where this video is going to begin. I've already received my shipment of reptile supplies from Chewy. So really quick, before we jump into that, this video is sponsored by Chewy. Thank you so much to Chewy for sending me things and offering to be a part of this video. Like I said, it is long overdue, so I'm super excited to have them be a part of this. So this one's going to be just like all the others in the series, except for in this one, we're going to kind of focus on holiday gifts and getting your reptile what they actually want and need. Before we do any kind of unboxing, let's go ahead and order things that we want and need for our pets from Chewy. For this video, I try to stick at a budget of around $100, so we're not going to be buying tanks and everything, but we will talk about those sorts of things too. But first things first, we are going to order things from the app. As you watch me order over here, let's just kind of quickly talk about Chewy. Chewy is such a convenient place to get pet supplies for all pets. Obviously, we're going to focus on reptiles because this is a reptile channel, but I have gotten so many things from this website. This is where I get all my UVB lights from. This is where I get dog food shipments from, flea and tick medications. This is where I get everything from. Super convenient. You can actually set it up to auto ship, so especially things like those UVB lights, instead of trying to keep up with when to replace them, you can just set them up to auto ship and it makes it super easy. So, but today we're not focusing on anything like that. Today we are solely focusing on getting your reptiles gifts for the holidays that they actually want and need and will use. We're going to be at a bit of a weird angle here. Normally I have a table here in front of me to do unboxings with, but my kids took it outside to make a lemonade stand, so I don't have a table. So I'm just gonna kind of do this at an angle here, and hopefully you can see everything as I unbox it. Should have taken these flaps off. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Like you saw, we spent a little over $100 on all of this stuff, and so we are going to unbox it all and just kind of show you why your pet wants this for holidays. Okay, so we're going to do the most fun category first, and we are going to talk about enrichment. So plants and hides and fun things to go in the tank. It's a little coconut hide! How fun is that? This is for the crested geckos. This one will be going into Morgan's tank. Morgan does not have a coconut hide. He had one in his old tank, but it was custom made to fit that tiny tank, and so it attached to the walls. So he does not have one. So he will be getting this. So we've got that. You can kind of see it's connected to the ceiling up there. Morgan is sleeping because it's the middle of the day. But look how pretty and spotted he is. Next up, we have this ladder. Let's open it up. Oh, this is actually a lot bigger than I expected. This is a ladder. In the picture, looks like it can attach to both sides. In the picture, I think it showed for a chameleon. If I can figure out how to do it, this will also go into Morgan's tank. If not, this will go into the Hognoses tank because I feel like he will also make use of this. Hognoses tank, you can see him right there. We're gonna try to put this ladder in his tank, but he is not nice. So we're gonna try to do this without him coming out to bite me. We have this really cool desert plant. By the way, all of this is really heavy. This is a lot. more sturdy than I expected. All of these things can be found linked below, the direct links to them, and I will also leave a link to Chewy there as well if you just want to shop by yourself. They have a lot of really cool deals going on right now. So now is definitely the time to get stuff, but again, I'll link all these exact things if you're interested. But this is going to go into the leopard gecko's tank. They're getting early Christmas presents is what this is amounting to. We have Mopani wood. This is always a go-to for me. This is like that really heavy wood. This will also go into either the hognose or the leopard gecko's tank. I'm not sure which one yet. This is just a really nice wood. It always looks really pretty. It's random. No matter where you order this wood from, you get a random piece. And so that makes it fun because you're going to get something that you don't have already and that no one has, actually. Super excited about this. That's all. Just going to sit at the front. You can see he just shed. But when he does shed, he likes to rub against everything to get the shed off. So I like having a whole bunch of stuff there so that he could do that. Okay, so this is a hide. It's like, it looks like wood, but does it say what this is? I don't know what this is made out of, but it is a hide. I actually have one of these already. I have one in, is it in there? Oh, it is. I can't see over there right now. Anyways, I have one. I think there's currently one in Winter's tank here, my leopard gecko tank, and Winter loves this, absolutely loves this thing, so I just got one for the hognose as well. So I thought that Winter already had one of these, and she basically does, it's just the one that she has is bigger. I was gonna put this in the hognose's tank, but I'm actually gonna put it in the front because I didn't realize that she has this giant open area right here in the front, and that's just gonna allow her to stealth through. It didn't used to be a big open area. There used to be a plant there. You can see it's dead now. So. Next up, we have a massive bearded dragon hammock. I absolutely love these. Zaz has a long one of these, like a long shaped one, and they have those at Chewy too, but I wanted to get a corner one as well, so that way she has multiple options. This, look how massive this is compared to my head. This has suction cups. I don't know that I'm going to be able to use the suction cups on all of the walls in there. We might have to go with some command hooks, but this is going to look good. Zaz is currently brewmating. It is the middle of November, and we've had multiple 10-degree days already, so I just need to get stronger command hooks because I only currently have tiny command hooks, and I'm gonna have to like clean the glass and stuff to make sure that they stick really good, and I don't want to do that with her brewmating. So this is gonna go in like this. She'll be able to use the hide to climb up there and hang out. So that's where that's gonna go. Look how thick this is. Just like, can you see? Like, that's my finger. This is thick. Like, this isn't, there's multiple layers there. This isn't one of the cheaply made ones. I think her other one is just like one layer. This is actually really solid. It smells like grass. It smells good. Next up, we have the essentials. So not as fun to decorate tanks with and things, but they are still very important for pets and their pet parents. First of all, is kind of a very obvious one. ReptiSafe. ReptiSafe is fantastic, especially if you live in an area where there's a lot of chlorine in the water. It doesn't happen here since we moved to Iowa, but when I lived in Alabama, when the water would come out of the sink, it'd smell like a swimming pool. So this was kind of a must-have. And I still use this to put in the Reptiles water bowls and their spray bottles that spray down the tanks. A spray bottle! Okay, so I currently only have 2.5 tanks that actually have to be sprayed down on a regular basis. 2 crested gecko tanks and my isopod colony, which is actually still doing fantastic, by the way. I decided to grab a small little spray bottle because I love my giant, massive pump sprayer, but sometimes I don't want to fill that thing up. It's very heavy. The sink is on the opposite side of the basement here through a door. I don't want to fill a 2-gallon thing up, and I just want to have this so I can quickly just, especially now in the winter time when water doesn't evaporate as quickly out of the tank. It's nice to be able to lightly mist it sometimes instead of soaking the whole thing. So grab this. Also, it was on sale. So crested gecko food. So if you've been here for a while, you know that Dexter and Morgan absolutely love this. This is the Zoomed brand. Their normal go-to food is the Pangea brand in the red envelope, the one that has the bugs in it. But I learned that they absolutely love this one too. So a lot of times I will put this in the Pangea, so I'll mix them together, or I'll just give them this and just kind of switch out between the Pangea brand and this one. And they absolutely love it. And I just feel like any kind of healthy, fun little snack treat counts because it is still food enrichment. Crested geckos, are fantastic on just powder diet alone, but it's still fun to switch out the flavors, switch out the brands sometimes, just to give them something different so they're not always eating the same thing. And this one has probiotics. Forest moss. This is less of a gift in itself and more of this is going to go into that coconut hide. This is really good for any kind of moist hide or just putting this into their warm hide if you know that they're shedding and moisten it. And this makes for fantastic shed helper. So this is not going to be used in a whole brick. I'm going to take a section of this and put it into the coconut hide and probably refresh Dexter's plastic hide as well with moss, and maybe I'll also put some in Sterling's tank. Next up, we have heating and lighting. I cannot express enough how important this category is for all reptile tanks, especially now that it's getting colder. All right, and the last two things that your animal definitely needs, they're not as fun, but they are needs. We have a basking bulb and an Arcadia deep heat projector. Very much needed, very much necessary. So you guys know how much I absolutely love Arcadia's deep heat projectors. I use these in my leopard gecko tank, the hognoses tank, the corn snake has one, and Sterling has one. I adore these and they last so long. I have not had to replace any of them yet. Well, nope, take it back, I lied. I've had to replace one in the last 2 or 3 years. I don't know. They last so long. I don't think they're guaranteed to last that long. I think I've just gotten really lucky. But the fact that you can get these on Chewy and just have them delivered is fantastic, and it makes me so happy. This is the 80-watt one. This is the bigger of the two. It's very heavy. That's not part of it. Anyway, it's always good to have backups of these, especially now that it is getting cold. These don't produce light, so you can have them on 24/7. So obviously, if your animal is using a heat bulb, then let them use the heat bulb, but it still has to be turned off at night. But now that it is winter, if you want to be able to heat your reptile's tank 24/7 and not have to worry about turning off the light or having a heat pad or anything like that, these are amazing. All you have to do is put it on a thermostat and they can be left on 24/7. Make sure that you do monitor the temperature with a temperature gun so that the basking spot of that animal doesn't get too hot, because these can get very, very hot. As far as heating and lighting, so I showed you those two. They also do have heat pads. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I get my UVB lighting from them. They sell Arcadia brand and Reptisun brand. I have had in the past where I've ordered a UVB light and it came busted, which wasn't even their fault. The entire box was like smashed in half. It was crazy, and I just sent them a message and let them know, and they immediately sent me a replacement. And there was no hassle at all. It was just a quick, free, easy exchange. And yeah, like I can't say enough about this company. Their customer service is great. In this last section, we're just going to go over a few more things that you can also get at Chewy that just was not in the budget for this $100 video. And even though I don't have them to unbox, Chewy also has enclosures. So if you are looking for enclosures, they have the option to buy them from them and have them shipped to your house. They have a lot of inexpensive ones there. They have a lot of different sizes, a lot of different options, front opening tanks, top opening tanks, tanks for tarantulas, all different sorts of things there. Live feeders. You also can get live feeders from Chewy, which is super cool. You can have them, some of them, you can actually have them auto shipped to your house, which is super cool. They have crickets and doobie roaches and hornworms and a whole bunch of different stuff there. I think they also, I'll cut this out if they don't, I think they also have like isopods and springtails and stuff for bioactive enclosures you can have shipped to your house. Obviously, I'm getting at the fact that it's very convenient to have things shipped to your house. I don't want to exclude the other pets, dogs and cats and all the other things. You can get things for any of your pets on Chewy. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I get dog food from there and I get my dog's flea and tick medicine from there. I've gotten toys, like chew toys from there. I've gotten a giant dog food storage container. They currently have a bunch of sales going on. As this video goes up, I think today is the last day for the current sale. Immediately after that, another sale is gonna start. So tomorrow all the way until I think December 7th. And I'm just gonna put the things that's on sale here. And then another sale is gonna start on December 8th and go through some other time. And that's gonna have like gift cards when you purchase certain things, or I'm gonna put the information here. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I was gonna stand up so the end of this video matches the beginning of the video, but I'm comfy, so I'm not gonna do that. So that is it. That is all that I have for this week's video. Hopefully it was helpful in getting your critters, or someone that has critters, useful and necessary gifts for the holidays, whether it's enrichment or heating and lighting or food or whatever. It's going to be appreciated. Another huge thank you to Chewy for sponsoring this video and reaching out and just being an awesome company. They are fantastic. Definitely make sure to check out those holiday sales. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and commenting and sharing and all that jazz. As always, if you have not already, please feel free to follow me on my socials and like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put out a new video, which is some Sundays. Sometimes they're shorts woven in. I'm so sorry. Shout out to all of you for being here and watching and sharing and commenting and all that stuff. You are all the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Oh, did not realize you were recording the whole time. Here, and come forward. Perfect. Okay. Test, test. It's been such a long time. 24/7 heating for winter supplemental heating. Wow. For winter supplemental heating for all of it. So here we are. So, oh my God, don't do that. Trying to roll on carpet. Hopefully this video was helpful. I said that already.